What y'all been doing? Y'all busy? I know I've been busy. And I do want to apologize because I know I told a few of you guys that I would have this video out last week. And unfortunately, the week got away from me. And I'm sorry, but here I am now. So guys, we're going to dive right into this today. We are diving in. And I'm letting y'all know right now, as always, we're going to keep it so real. In order for us to really get into this, I feel like I'm going to have to tell y'all a little bit more about myself. And trust and believe, I am a person who, I always say, I will tell you my truths if asked. But I am not somebody who's just going to put my business out there on social media. I'm not about to just put everything out there for the world to see. Because there are certain things that you just keep to yourself. You should. However, I feel like to get this message and this point across, I'm going to have to tell you guys a little bit about me so that, you know, I'm not speaking just to speak. I'm speaking from experience, and I'm telling y'all what I know. And I feel like that is with all my videos, y'all. I know what I know. And the only reason why I know is because it's happened to me, or I see it, I feel it, I'm there with you. Like, the whole point is to let y'all know I am here with you. You are not alone on this journey of life. So, today's topic is going to be sit in it. What exactly is it? It could be a lot of things. It could be grief. It could be hurt. It could be just sadness. It could be many different adjectives. But what I know and what I see a lot, especially on social media, is we do not like to deal with pain. We don't like to deal with grief. We don't like to be uncomfortable. No one likes to be uncomfortable. That's why in my office I have this sort of comfy chair, because who wants to be uncomfortable, right? We want to be comfortable. However, guys, in order to progress, in order to propel ourselves forward in life, we have to go through periods of uncomfort. We have to learn to take whatever it is and sit in it. For God says, be still and know that I am God. How does that relate to this? It relates because a lot of times we try to avoid what we're going through. We go through a breakup. We lost somebody. We instantly try to make ourselves busy because we don't want to think about it. We don't want to be sad. We don't want to go through the grief. We don't want to go through the heartbreak. We just want to be busy and just be out here because we don't really want to think about it. Who wants to think about it? Who wants to be uncomfortable? None of us want to be uncomfortable. What I want to tell y'all today is it is necessary sometimes to be uncomfortable. Just like me about to tell y'all my business. That's a little uncomfortable. But sometimes that uncomfort is necessary. You cannot avoid facing these issues in your life, because what it's going to do is just eventually catch up with you. It's going to catch up with you. And so many people are walking around here, y'all, sad. They don't even realize they're sad. Or they're walking around just mad and angry. You know, we all know somebody, that bitter person who's just always bitter. That you're just like, yo, are you ever happy? But you have to ask yourself, what is it that person's carrying? Because ain't nobody just waking up bitter every single day, y'all. There's something they're carrying. There's something they won't sit down and deal with it. And how do we do that? What did I just say? Be still and know that I am God. Know that when you sit in it, He is going to get you through it. Whatever your it is. And like I said, stop making yourself busy so you don't have to deal with it. Stop using people and objects and entertainment and all of those things to avoid your it. Yes, it's not comfortable. Being sad, it's not comfortable. Nobody wants to be sad. Nobody wants to sit around crying. But sometimes, guys, it's necessary. It is necessary to recognize I'm hurt. I am really hurt right now. Think about it. Think about why I'm hurt, how I got hurt. And the biggest thing is thinking about how will I use this hurt to move forward? What did I learn from this hurt? What can I take away from this hurt? Because I'm telling you, there is always, y'all, there is always a lesson in everything we go through. Even in death, you all, there is a lesson in everything. If you just sit and give yourself time to process it, you'll find it. And that, my friends, is where we find peace. And you have to have peace in life, guys. Like, to me, that is the number one goal for me and for everyone. That is always my prayer for everybody. Just give them peace. When people pass, I pray they passed in peace. When people are in the process of losing a loved one, give that person peace. Knowing that their loved one or their friend is going on the other side, give them peace. What you all is better than peace? I know we could say love, and love to me is peace. To me, they go hand in hand. But guys, yes, please, let's start dealing with our it's so that we're not carrying them around, so that we're not having this baggage and we're going into relationships with baggage. We're going to work with our baggage. We're bringing our work baggage home. Whatever it is for you, take a moment. And I don't know if a moment's an hour, a day, a month, a year. But think about it and sit. Sit in it. It's okay. It's uncomfortable. But when you figure out the why and you actually sit down and you figure out why is this happening, you're able to move on with your life with peace. If not, you're walking around asking, what am I doing? What am I here for? Everything is just blurred and makes a lot of people bitter. Don't be bitter. Don't be bitter. It's not nice. It's not pretty. It's not. So guys, be uncomfortable. Just for a moment. Process it. And this ain't just for, I know a lot of dudes like, what is she talking about? This for everybody. This for women. This for men. All of us. There are things in our lives we have just refused to deal with. Some of us are grown. You got 70-something-year-olds, people who have just been carrying things forever and not dealing with it. And that, y'all, that's heartbreaking to me. To think that somebody's going to go out of this world without peace. That stinks. I don't want to be that person. I don't want y'all to be that person. So please, if you have something that you know deep down is with you every single day, and every time you go to think about it, you instantly just cut it off. Nope. Turn the music up louder. Watch TV show. Nope. Let me go clean this house. Nope. Let me go to the club. Nope. Let me text old boy, see what he's doing, because we ain't about to think about this. No. Stop it. Sit in it. Get a nice chair and sit in it. And for some of us to do this, some of us may need counseling. Some of us may need, you may need professional help with it. And if that's the case, go get it. Go get it. Because I'm telling y'all, it is so much easier to go through life once you've dealt with it. And y'all, I'm going to tell y'all, the past 6 years of my life, this is where I said y'all going to get a little cup of tea, just a little bit. I ain't going to give y'all no freaking big gulp. I'm just going to give you a little sip. Past 6 years of my life been the hardest years of my entire life, guys. And I will tell you that everything I went through, I know without a shadow of a doubt was for me to get my faith to be as deep as it is now. I wouldn't dare be making videos. I wouldn't dare be promoting church. I wouldn't have, there's no doubt. I know what I know, what I know, what I know. I went through all of that because God wanted me to rely upon him. I've always been a person who relied on my own strength. I don't like to ask for help. I still to this day don't like to ask for help. Not physically, not financially, not anything. To me, I'm gonna get it done. I can get it done. But God, it was like, boo-boo. Have a seat, baby. Have a seat. He humbled the crap out of me these last 6 years. It started with me. I don't know, a lot of y'all do know. My daughter, when I was 16 weeks pregnant with her, I found out that her liver was on the outside of her body. And at 16 weeks pregnant, I could get teared up, y'all. I was asked that I want to terminate my pregnancy because a lot of times with these kids, they come out with a lot more issues, guys. Shout out to the MOO group, the Mothers of Umphalicils. What her issue was called an umphalicil. 1 in every 4,000 kids are born with it. But anyhow, guys, I was asked that I want to terminate because, there was chances of her having a lot of other defects, heart issues, lung issues, chances of Down syndrome. There's countless other things that could be associated with it. And I was devastated. Absolutely devastated. And I think that was the first time that I really talked to God. I mean, I believed in God before, but that was when I was like, listen here. If you are real, God, if you are real, I'm going to ask you this one favor. And I remember exactly where I was. I remember I was standing in the shower. I remember this very moment. I said, God, if you save my little girl, if you let her come out in this world healthy, I promise I will give you anything. I will give you my life. I will give you whatever it is you need or want. Just please let my baby be okay. And y'all, my baby was okay. She came out. You would have never knew anything was wrong. Besides her liver being on the outside of her body, which was repaired at 7 months old, you would have never knew. And you look at my little thriving 6-year-old now, you would never know she went through all that she went through. And then you follow it up 2 years later. I went through a divorce. I was with my husband for 16 years. Shout out to my ex-husband. We're still really cool. We're cool because guess what? I sat in it. And I dealt with those issues. And I thought about, at first it was, oh my God, I wasted 16 years of my life. Why? How? And it wasn't. I had to look at the growth, what I took away from my marriage, and my beautiful daughter that I got out of my marriage. And then, guys, another relationship of 2.5 years ended. And that was heartbreaking. Like, I got my heart broken. So, yes, can I just say the past 6 years of my life have been, whew. But guys, I know, because at the end of that second relationship, I was like, this is it. God, I don't know what else you want from me. I don't know what point you're trying to prove to me. Have my life. Just have it. Because this is hard. I don't know what to do. Like, I try to be good. I try to do good. Why does all this crazy crap keep happening? I sincerely, I feel like I'm overall a really good person. And hard things just kept happening. I just kept getting bucked. Like, God was just sucker punching me every time he could. And I was like, all right, have your way. Here's my life, have your way. But let me tell you, in between each of those things, back to the topic, I'm sorry. I had to, each time, sit in whatever it was I was going through and say, what is it I can take away from this? Because like I said, there is a lesson in every part of your life. It is uncomfortable. It hurts. There are going to be tears. There are going to be moments of rage. You may want to punch a wall. You may punch a wall. Get yourself through it, though. Do not carry it. Do not carry it, because God did not intend for you to live a life full of grief. He did not. So guys, what it is, dig. Figure it out. What's in there? What's in there? What is it you're avoiding? What is it you turn to Facebook and you start scrolling through for hours because you don't want to think about life. What is it in your life that you're not wanting to think about or you're not wanting to deal with? Because there's something there. I can almost bet all of us have it. Find it. Sit in it. Be uncomfortable for a moment, because I promise once you do that, and once you get that lesson that you're supposed to, you're going to find that peace and that joy that I want for everybody. Because I'm telling you, like, I just gave y'all, like I said, a sip of my life. There's so much more. But here I am, trying to encourage you guys. Because I truly am okay. Like, I'm okay. I get what lessons the lesson I was supposed to learn out of each of those things. And I know my faith is as strong as ever. And you, after even all that, you ain't gonna tell me God ain't good. God is good. God is good. He is. Leave y'all with this short part of a verse. Ecclesiastes says, there's a time for everything and a season for every activity under the heavens. A time to be born and a time to die. A time to plant and a time to uproot. A time to kill and a time to heal. A time to tear down and a time to build. A time to weep and a time to laugh. A time to mourn and a time to dance. A time to scatter stones and a time to gather them. A time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing, which is uncomfortable. A time to search and a time to give up. Excuse me. Got hair in my mouth. A time to keep and a time to throw away. A time to tear and a time to mend. A time to be silent and sit. It doesn't say and sit. A time to be silent and a time to speak. A time to love and a time to hate. A time for war and a time for peace. So guys, spend that time doing whatever it is you need to do, even if it's uncomfortable. Find it and sit with it. Till next time, y'all.